Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I read an article yesterday online somewhere about sellers imploding basically on themselves, and it was kind of funny. And but on a serious note, I think that it's important to remember that, a real estate transaction can be stressful. It can be difficult. Some of our transactions, whether somebody's buying or selling, are a lot easier than others. And just depends on the situation, the property, the client that's buying or selling, on the other end of the deal. And sometimes the other agent obviously can come into play with that as well. But one of the things that the article was talking about was, that it's hard sometimes for people to believe a process can be as seamless as it sometimes is. Sometimes when you have the right agents involved, you have the right situation, the right scenario, and you have that guidance, it becomes a very, very easy process. And it's important to remember as a seller to try not to overcomplicate it. So when you've got the right people in place and you've got sort of all of those dominoes fall correctly, that does happen and that should happen. And you should have those people sort of on your side advocating for you to make it a seamless property. So if you're selling your house and it seems just too simple, that's okay. Don't try to overcomplicate it and don't try to overanalyze things or find a problem with something if there isn't. Just sort of let the process take place and obviously be active and be part of it. But when you have an agent that's doing their job and has the right team members in place, if you will, it should be easy. And it doesn't mean because you have those correct people in place that sometimes things happen or go awry or become stressful, but we handle it, manage it, and move forward. So it was just interesting to read that sort of in print about how sometimes, and it could be in any industry or any process, when something seems too good to be true, if you will, or just easier than it should be, sometimes it really is, and that's okay. So accept that, allow that, and go through the process, because we have a lot of buyers and sellers that have great home buying and selling processes where it's very, very simple. Of course, on the flip side of that, there are some that are very difficult just because of the situations, and we have a lot more, sort of hands on deck and a lot more back and forth with different things. But if the process is simple and everything's moving along, go with it, accept it, and get to that closing table easily, because that's what we always want. So anyways, these are my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments or you disagree, please feel free to email me at jessica@thecarolinasfinest.com. And of course, you can always check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.